So many games to play, yet so little time to play them in. It's awful, absolutely terrible. So, I felt like doing, since we pretty much have finished all the Making History series, we finished all the Superpower 2 series for now, I decided that I might do like a little short one with this basically scenario for Making History Gold. It's called Clash of Continents. It's a lot like Risk. Basically, there's 6 different players in the game: red team, blue team, green team, yellow team, gray team, and orange team. Gray team starts in Europe. Orange team starts in China. Green team starts in what? South Africa? I don't know where green team starts. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I think the Pacific maybe. Yeah, in Australia. Blue team starts in Africa. Red team starts in South America, and yellow team starts in the United States. We're playing as yellow team. We start out in Mobile, Alabama. That's right, Alabama. So, basically the way you want to start out this game is you want to conquer as much territory as possible. Now, as a heads up and warning to those who are curious, this scenario may very well be the most unbalanced scenario of all time. Unless people team up, and this is mostly intended to be a multiplayer scenario as well, so keep that in mind also if you decide to play it. So, yeah. it's so unbalanced, though. Like, if one person starts to get even a slight advantage in the game, it's pretty much kind of, like, over. So even right now, like how I'm capping all this land, and the other guys are being a little not so aggressive, they're letting the basically barbarian character, the unoccupied character, gain a lot of ground, which is not a good thing. But hey, whatever. More power to me, right? More power to me. Again, this is mostly intended to be a multiplayer scenario, and I can very well one day see me kind of hosting a game or something for everyone who has a Steam version of Making History. I can definitely see that happening, so don't write that out of the future, if you know what I mean, because I think that would be pretty cool to actually have like a Clash of Continents game going for Making History. Again, I used to always play Making History back in the day, so this is just, like I said, this is probably one of my favorite games of all time, by far, really. It's a great game. So, let's actually start doing what we should be doing, which is taking our cities and turning it over to things that we need done. In this case, we need goods. Lots and lots and lots of goods and arms. So we're going to put Detroit on goods. We're going to put Houston on arms. Kansas on arms. Miami on goods. Goods, yes, more goods. We need all the goods. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, there's so much stuff. Alright, we'll put that into research. Research and start researching things, yes. Alright, so let's see. Let's take a look. See, what can we research? I think we need better tanks. Yeah, that's right. Let's go for medium tanks. Alright, good. And that's more than plenty. Looks like our army got bogged down up there in Pennsylvania. And we've got a marauding green army marching through Michigan. So we need to deal with that. Nip that in the bud. Yes. Let's take a look at our opponents. How are they doing? What are they doing? It looks like they're just now starting. Red team is just now starting to advance as well. I think all of them are just now starting to advance. I think gray team is going to have a lot of trouble, though. Letting the unoccupied player build up that massive army is not. And the benefit, keep in mind the AI is on normal. Last time I played this, the AI completely steamrolled me in a pretty nasty state of affairs. Another really good mod. Again, this actually comes with the gold edition for the game, but it started out as a mod through the scenario editor. Another really good mod, though, by the way, to those who are actually interested in the modding scene for this game, is the zombie mod. Again, another mod that can be incredibly overbalanced, unless you have a couple of players who actually know what they're doing. But, I mean, it's very easy to lose to the zombies, if you ask me. I actually played as the United States once, and it did not go well. Let's just say I got over the ocean too late. By the time I got there, the zombies had created a Fortress Europe situation, so it was pretty much game over by the time I showed up. But check this out. Look, Unoccupied's actually got fleets now. They got corvettes and whatnot. So let's see. We've got a bunch of cities that aren't doing anything. So we're going to put light industry, more industry. We're going to put those on goods. We're actually going to put this on building a boat, building us some corvettes. So we have a fleet that can actually do things. Oh, goodness. And more tanks. You can never have too many tanks. Monterey, goods. Actually, no, we want to put Monterey on light industry as well. It's too low. And New York. We're going to put New York on advanced industry. Fuck it. We're going to, like, max out our industry in New York. That'll be our base of operations. And I think other stuff we'll probably do some heavy industry into. You got to be careful because Unoccupied will become very powerful if you don't kind of curb their expansion early on. Actually, let's build some tanks in Seattle, and Sioux Falls will put on light industry as well. End our turn. Beautiful. See, this is why I really like the editor in this game, though, is because you have a lot of really crazy games like this. Somebody actually made like a Risk, no kidding, Risk scenario where they created their own custom units and all sorts of stuff for the game, and it was really fucking cool. And it's crazy, like the amount of effort and time people actually put into games they enjoy, which I know I made my own scenarios too, but definitely nothing along the lines of this. You know, I was kind of more of just I could figure out statistics and whatnot and change statistics around. So like the number of people in an area, that kind of stuff, that's the most I would really do. I wasn't exactly what's the word I'm looking for, a prodigy at that type of stuff. God, there's just so much to do, and I'm like lagging behind here. So infrastructure, this is going to be a bunch of boring stuff, and I'm going to like max out all this resource producers, regions, and whatnot. So it's just a lot of tiny stuff that I'm going to skip through so you guys don't have to watch it. Alright, so we pretty much did all that stuff. Oh, goodness gracious. They took back Mexico. So this is pretty much the scenario, and I'll probably do a short little series out of this. I mean, there's not much to say aside from just the playing of it to see how things turn out. Because, again, it's pretty much just like a kind of a different style of Risk. And it can get really hard, especially if you lose your capital city for any reason whatsoever. That could be absolutely devastating to you. And this guy has fucked up big time. Gray Team has fucked up big time letting Unoccupied build up such a massive army. See, Orange is not doing so bad. He's kind of moving out there and expanding and conquering some land. Yeah, look at him go. There's little bits. What about Green? Green's taken over half of Australia, and the blue player has actually taken over a decent amount of Africa. But again, they're not running into any oppositions because their cities are pretty much left unharmed. And we can kind of see here, look, that's Unoccupied in military power. Technically, I'm right under them, but everybody else is kind of way, way in the bottom. Then again, I'm building only tanks, and I've already conquered the entirety of the United States. So it's not exactly like a question of, oh, well, who's going to get there first? You know, it's I'm already there. It's just a matter of holding off the unoccupied forces, the 99% as it were. Anyway, this has been Commissar Bro. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this is going to be an interesting little short series for us. I think you guys are going to like it. I know I'll probably have some fun with it too because, like I said, Making History is one of my favorite games of all time. So it's not exactly a challenge for me to sit here and play it. It's actually a lot of fun. So, but anyway, it has been Commissar Bro, and I will see you guys next time.